Lecturers can now go back to class tomorrow after the Academic Staff Union struck a deal with university councils and called off the strike. The lecturers and other university staff signed a return-to-work formula that protects all workers from intimidation and victimization as witnessed in 2009. Meanwhile, teachers defied a government order to return to work and instead reported to education officers across the country in protest.
Teachers across the country defied Education Minister Mutula Kilonzo's call to return to work Thursday. The teachers were required to take roll call in their schools, but instead reported to the district education offices, including ministry headquarters, Jogoo House in Nairobi. Kenya National Union of Teachers Chairman Wilson Sosion trashed the government offer of 13.5 billion shillings increase, describing it as a slap in the face of teachers.
We are saying it should all be paid at once because we know this economy can manage it. We have seen the same government, while we are in the middle of the strike, raising huge allowances for top cadre civil servants.
The Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers, KUPPET, further challenged Cabinet's threat to sack teachers and hire 100,000 others. Secretary General Akelo Missouri told KTN that the government is simply incapable of hiring 100,000 teachers at one go, and even if it made good its threat, the new employees would join the union and continue the quest for better salaries. Missouri also dismissed the threat to call back retired teachers, arguing that even they are fighting for 17 billion shillings retirement benefits owed to them by government. Lecturers, on the other hand, spent the better part of the day in closed-door meetings with vice-chancellors seeking a breakthrough in their 3-year-old pay dispute. As vice-chancellors prepared to address the media and sign the collective bargain agreement, university academic and the university non-teaching staff unions slipped out of the meeting and headed to the Ministry of Labour. The bone of contention was the return-to-work formula, which both parties had not agreed on at this point. After yet another closed-door meeting at the Ministry of Labour offices, the parties finally agreed to sign the collective bargaining agreement. Under the agreement, lecturers will get a 33.1% increase on their basic pay and 14.2% on house allowance, backdated to 1st July 2010. The increase, which amounts to 7.8 billion shillings, will be implemented in 2 phases, July 1st, 2012 and July 1st, 2013, after which matters pay will be handled by the Salaries and Remuneration Commission. The 2 parties also signed the return-to-work formula.
That there shall be no victimization of any kind of staff who participated in any strike whatsoever. 3. All matters in court related to the collective bargaining agreement be withdrawn with immediate effect. That staff who are facing disciplinary action related to the strikes in November 2011 and September 2012 be absolved on the same.
When we say we are going on strike, don't mistake it for spite. When you allow us to go on strike, and at the end of the strike, you frantically look around for the monies, incurring unnecessary expenses that should have been preempted. Are you normal?
We have lost 2 weeks. Some of us were opening, others had opened, and would like to catch up that time.
Now, this is a historic moment in the universities of Kenya, a time when the unions, the university councils, and the government would sit together, agree, and shake hands. Now, this has not come without much sweat after 3 years of intense lobbying, after 3 years of cat-and-mouse games at some point, including suspensions and even sacking of some of the academic staff union members. Now, this is the fruit that this effort has borne. And so Mwendia, KTN, Nairobi.